ATE, ATE should you riding on, baby? You like calabasis? No. I am so tired, man. I am so tired. Holy smacks. And it's kind of hot. Forgive me. The boy gotta get off this hoodie. Oof. Let's see. There we go. All right. Can we hear and see me? Are we good? Can we see me and hear me? Let me know in the comments. See, hear, see. You can see me? Can you hear me though? That's good. Let me know if you can see and hear me. I'm guessing you can probably hear me because, you told me you could see me. Awesome. Awesome. How are you doing though? What's going on? Alright, since that's underway. What's going on? How we doing? I told myself I have to hop on live today because I, kind of gave my word yesterday. So here I am at the one piece of pocket of time I told myself I'd be able to come on. I really shouldn't be here. I'm so tired. I really should be catching up on my sleep. But your boy made a promise. I'm a man of my word. So, what's going on? How we doing today? How we feeling? Hopefully you guys had like an amazing, productive day like I have. Or you're still having one, depending on, where you are watching this right now. But, I've had quite the day. Quite the day. Oh my God. But everything's worked out, and I can do nothing but give God the glory. You know how that goes. And I can't even really complain. It's been like productive. Very productive. And I've learned a lot. So, how we doing, guys? Yeah, of course, I have a couple questions, though. Go for it. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. Ask the questions. Let me hear. This is the time where you guys ask me all things concerning, like, relationships, attraction, seduction, dating, pickup, neuro-linguistic programming, evolutionary psychology, conversational hypnosis, all that crazy shit. I'm the guy you come to ask all those questions. So ask away. You got a shorty that's giving you trouble? Ask me. You want to know how to deal with a certain situation in your relationship? Ask me. You want to, figure out a certain thing, your next course of action? Ask me. I'm the guy you ask. So let me know what's going on. Ask away. Gotta scroll down on... There we go. All right, that's good. Oh, hold on. Let me scroll all the way down. Cool. Why is it that men that are getting their stuff together attract women at the wrong time? There's no such thing as attracting women at the wrong time. You know, that is such a goofy thing to ask. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you a very simple way to look at it. You're trying to project a certain kind of aura or characteristic about yourself, right? You're trying to say, oh, I'm getting my stuff together, and these women are coming when I don't want them to come right now because, you know, I just want to focus on me, and these women are bothering me. Let me tell you the truth about that, right? One, that's normal. That's how women are. Women are shamelessly attracted to value. So if they see someone on the up and up, they're going to do everything to latch themselves onto that person. That's the one thing. But the second thing, and this is even more important, and I need you to hear me on this. It's not going to feel good for me to say this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. If the women that you're seeing coming at you are women that you have the ability to go, they're coming at the wrong time, then I would argue that those women hold no value to you, correct? Which means none of those women are attractive. Which is, again, normal. It's like when you're attractive, you attract everybody. That's kind of the point of being attractive, right? When you're, and again, as far as men go, being attractive is a doing thing. It's a being thing. It's not even necessarily like a having type of thing. It's something you are. It's something you attract as well. And when you're attractive, you attract everybody. That's fine. But if in the midst of attracting women, you don't find women in there where you're like, you know what, I'm willing to set aside some time for her, that tells me personally, none of the women coming at you are women that you should be associating yourself with at all. Which is kind of sad, because why aren't the women you want coming at you? Something to think about. You know, just something to think about. You feel me? How's it going, Jace? I'm in the field right now. Are you? That's good. That's good. That's very good. Saturday night, right, for pretty much the entire world. So go out there, do your thing. I'm probably off to dinner after this, so, you know, have fun. Should you change for a woman based on her religious beliefs, but you've already told her no? You should not change for a woman based on anything. Religious beliefs, social status, whatever the fucking reason is. You don't change for a woman. Women change for you. That's how it works. Like, people don't seem to understand, right? It's a biology thing. It's not even like, it's not a misogyny thing. It's not a society thing. It's not an opinion thing. The way the biological makeup of men and women goes, it's the woman that does all the bending. The man bends, everything goes wrong. The woman bends, everything goes right. Right? It's like I always say, agreeability in a man is sexy, right? An agreeable, sorry, I said it wrong. Agreeability in a woman is sexy. An agreeable woman is very attractive, especially if she's hot. An agreeable man is useless, right? Because men and women aren't looking for the same things in each other. What men are looking for malleability. Men are looking for an ability to adapt from the woman they choose. Women are looking for the exact opposite, rigidity. They're looking for a man that is firm, that is tough, and that is like a rock, essentially. They want a man that can't be bent, right? So do not bend for a woman for any reason. I don't care what the reason is. Don't do it. Philip in the field too. Okay, go cook. Go do what you gotta do. Cook, baby. Cook. Let me hear what you guys are up to or what you're doing. Send videos and stuff to Instagram. I have not checked my Instagram in a minute. My bad, guys, but, you know, your boy's been super busy, but I'll get back to that. Also, since you guys are here and you want to chill with me for a second, go ahead and like the live. Just tap the screen a couple times. You don't even got to do it like crazy. Just like, you're done. You know, for like 4 or 5 seconds. Also, I'm trying to figure out why women always tell me they have a kid or kids out of the blue. Why do you keep talking to women that have kids? That's what I would ask, is like, women that have kids usually have signs around them. There's definitely like some certain types of signs they have. There's a certain body weight they are in. There's a certain kind of way they move, the places you meet them in, decisions they make, stuff like that. So if you're running into women and every single time they always bring up the kid thing, that tells me you're not going to the places where women with no kids would be. Or you're not meeting women in places where the girls that are completely single with no kids usually frequent. You know what I mean? Because you'll more likely see a woman at certain places than others that has a kid. That is, you know, just something to think about. On top of that, there might be something wrong with the way you're talking to these women that makes them feel like, okay, this guy is a good father material. Let me just tell him what he's getting into from the jump, so he doesn't say I didn't tell him beforehand. You know, you don't want to present yourself like a potential stepdaddy. If you keep doing that, women will keep treating you like one. You feel me? Something to keep. I don't know what you're doing. You haven't given me enough details, but there's something you're doing in there for sure. How to become interesting. Do interesting shit. That's really the short answer of it. Interesting people are interesting because we do interesting shit. That's like simple as that. That's pretty much it. And here's the barrier to entry though. This is why not everyone is interesting. Because interesting stuff is very hard to do. Right? Not everyone can learn 5 languages and speak all of them fluently. Not everyone can become an expert in 1 or 2 martial arts. Not everyone can become an expert in a field that no one can think to do. Not everyone can, you know, master their craft or become giants of their industry in an impactful way, right? So, like, interesting shit is how interesting people come about. Go and find unique, interesting things that are difficult to do, and then you'll naturally become interesting, right? If you have cool stories to tell, you're automatically interesting. But how do you get cool stories to tell? You go and do some amazing stuff, and then you create stories from there. That's how you do it. Let's see. A woman you used to make out with now doesn't want to make out with you based on her religious belief. Oh, then it's not about her religious belief at all. You're being a sucker. She doesn't like you. That's really what it is. She used to make out with you, right? Yeah. So the attraction was there. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you said. But now she doesn't want to keep kissing you. She's repulsed by you. She doesn't find you attractive anymore. Because again, people keep forgetting that. But attraction from a man's point of view isn't just looks. In fact, it's barely looks. It's like 5% looks. The rest of it is behavioral cues. It's the things you do, the things you say, and the way you conduct yourself. The things that your words and actions are indicators of your beliefs, right? So essentially the things you believe, right? So initially she thought you were cool, which is why she had no problem, you know, smashing her lips against yours. Now she knows through some things you've done and said that you're a bitch. And women don't like bitches. So now she's using the religious thing as an excuse to stop kissing you. That's pretty much it. It has nothing to do with the religious beliefs. She just doesn't fucking like you. And again, I understand that might be a little too hard-hitting for me to say. That might be harsh to hear. Like, oh, how dare you? But you got to face the reality of that. Like, all of a sudden, she loves Jesus more than you? Like, just like that? Come on. Come on. Nah. She just doesn't like you. And the best excuse she can think up is, oh, Jesus said I shouldn't kiss you anymore. That's why. I don't care for talking to single moms. They end up talking to me. Well, if you don't care for them and you don't care to talk to them and they end up talking to you, why do you talk back? Just shoo them away. No, I don't do the whole single mom thing. Shoo, you know. No judgment though. If you want single moms, hey, who am I to tell you what to do? Do what you got to do, man. If they're hot enough, if they have a high self-esteem about them, and they can be valuable to you in some way, do what you got to do, man. Don't let me tell you what's cool and what's not cool. But if that's what you say you don't want, then why entertain it at all? Just saying. Just saying. Your words got to match your actions. You got to be aligned as a man. You got to have your words, thoughts, feelings, emotions, actions all aligned. You can't say you don't want something and then your actions indicate that all you do is interact with that thing. Keep that in mind. Is it advisable to want a woman more superior in terms of career and finance? A woman doesn't become superior because she has a better career or more money. See? So the fact that you think that that's what makes a woman superior to you is already the problem, not the woman herself. Like, dating a woman, I tell you guys all the time, I have several women in my life. I think about 3 of them, of the 4 main ones in my life right now, make more money than me. So it's not about, you know, how much money they make and how much better you might think that makes them than you, but it's about who you are as a man. It's about how you present yourself, how you conduct yourself as a man. And if you conduct yourself like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, then they'll believe it and they'll treat you as such, even though they may have certain things that you don't, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, even in my broke boy days, it was pretty much women that paid my rent. I'm not even kidding. It was women that paid my rent throughout my broke boy days. That was why I never fully became homeless. You know, so thank God for those days. But I'm just saying that to say this. Like, if you think a woman's money or career puts her ahead of you or over you, you're already losing the game. Because the game is all psychological. It's all about what you believe up here. Anything you believe and see as the truth is what you will see. That your expectations are your reality. This is one of the fundamental laws of the game. So if you believe that her money somehow puts her at some kind of advantage over you, you're going to behave as if you're at a disadvantage to her, and then you're gonna botch it every time. You're gonna fumble every time. So me personally, I don't care. Like, oh, she has a better career, more money, nicer car. Don't give a shit. That's just a bitch that needs my guidance. That's it. That is it. Let's see. Why do most girls like toxic men outside of the concept of excitement? It's not outside of the concept of excitement. The reason women like toxic men is precisely because they're chasing excitement. Because all women like excitement. There's not a woman on earth that doesn't want to be excited, especially by the man that they're dealing with. Excitement just happens to be one of the many traits of toxic men. Right? That's what makes toxic men, is that they're too fucking exciting. Right? So it's not, you're mixing up the symptom for the cause. It's the other way around. You feel me? That's really what it is. You can be exciting and not toxic. That's possible. But you can also be you know, it's like that whole every rectangle is a square but not every square is a rectangle type of thing. Every toxic man is exciting, but not every exciting man is toxic. That's how I got to think about it. What's your solution to the issue, though? Religious beliefs. Again, you're thinking about it all wrong. I just told you what the issue was. The issue is she doesn't fucking like you. So stop thinking about the religious beliefs part. It doesn't matter. That's just an excuse she's putting in front of you to create that distance and separation from you so that she can go kiss the next guy, right? She wants to stop sucking your face and tell you, oh, it's because of my religious beliefs, even though you were kissing her not too long ago, right? Yeah, you were sinning together. Don't worry, kissing is not a sin. I'm kidding. But you were kissing before, and then all of a sudden she goes, oh, religious beliefs, we can't do this. And it's not because of the religion. It's because she fundamentally does not find you attractive. So the solution for you would be to completely ignore the excuse, because the excuse has nothing to do with the situation here. You got to attack the problem head on. The problem head on is, for whatever reason, she does not find you sexy anymore. I would go into your own past, like look through your own behavior with her. Really pay attention to your actions and your words. See what it is you might be saying that's making her feel like you're not the kind of guy that excites her anymore. In the beginning, what creates excitement for a relationship naturally is not knowing what will happen next. Because, again, the synonym of exciting is unpredictable, right? When you can't be read, when she's not familiar with you, when she can't predict your next move, when you're unfamiliar, when you're mysterious like that, you're exciting. Because that's how excitement is created. Because excitement is created when you ask the question, what next? Right? That's why roller coasters are exciting. Because you don't know when you're going up, you don't know when you're going down, you don't know when you're going zigzag, side to side, blah, blah. That's why watching shows on Netflix excites you. Because every episode ends on a cliffhanger. Oh, I gotta watch the next episode because I gotta resolve this issue that just came up at the very end of the episode. I gotta answer that question by watching the next episode, right? Exactly. That's where excitement comes from. It's unpredictability. So I would go into my actions and words. I would look through all those things, and I would try to figure out the things I'm saying to her that's removing any sense of uncertainty or unpredictability from the relationship you have with her. I keep telling you guys all the time, you have to get in the habit of just saying things to make her wonder what her place in your life is. Literally, I don't care if this is a girl you've been dating for 2 months. I don't care if this is your wife for 20 years. I don't give a shit. It will go on for the rest of your life like that with her. Because the moment you stop being exciting, the moment you start becoming boring, familiar, and predictable, you are killing the relationship essentially, right? So for the rest of your life with this girl, you always have to say stuff like, you know what? Your future husband is going to be a very lucky man. And say that to a woman you're married to. Watch how funny that is. Get her thinking all day like, wait, what does he mean by that? Is he going to divorce me? I thought I loved him. I thought he loved me. What's going on? You want them in that constant state of confusion, not knowing where they stand. That's how the attraction goes up, right? So go into your conversations with her, read your text with her. This will be very easy for you. Read your text and literally look at the lines and ask yourself, okay, if I were her receiving this text, how certain would I feel in the relationship with me? How much more confidence does this give me to know that he's gonna be here forever? And then just switch up your language from, instead of saying, I really want to spend time with you, I see a future with you, start saying things like, you know what, I love spending time with you right now. I love spending time with you so far. I think I see a future with you for now. Right? If you add those 3 prefixes at the end of all your sentences, you should be good. Right now, so far, and what was the other one I just said? But right now and so far are my 2 favorite ones though. If you add those at the end of your sentences, you should essentially be changing that sentence from a certain one to an uncertain one, which immediately drives up the unpredictability and as a result the excitement. Okay? Alright. Godspeed. How do you get better at cold approach? By doing more cold approaches. It's like asking, how do you get better at basketball? By shooting more fucking hoops. How do you get better at playing chess? By playing more chess matches. How do you get better at driving? By driving more. Right? There's nothing in the world